Semi-final at the NCAA Division I Outdoor Championships. The Bahamian sprint and long jump talent Anthaya Charlton has announced she's turning professional. Her time makes her the second fastest Bahamian woman in history, behind Chandra Stirrup's national record of 10.84. The 22-year-old Florida Gators standout is also the national record holder in the long jump at 6.98 meters, making her a dual threat on the world stage. But Charlton's journey hasn't been a straight line. She once walked away from the sport in her freshman year before making a comeback, guided by her sister, world indoor 60-meter hurdles champion, Devine Charlton. With a professional contract signed, Charlton says she'll compete in both the 100 meters and the long jump at the upcoming Bahamas National Championships. Anthaya now joins us live via Zoom. Anthaya, welcome to the SportsMax Zone. Great to have you on the show. Congratulations on your outstanding achievements on the track. And can I ask you first, what is the overwhelming factor for you that made that decision for you to go pro?
I mean, I've already graduated school. I didn't intend on coming back. I only had an outdoor to begin with, so I went into the season planning on making it my last. So it was no major decision, really.
Yeah, talk to us quickly about your satisfaction with your personal best clocking at the NCAAs and then not getting the result you'd have wanted in the final, because that was a semi-final run, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was really pleased with my time. Did not expect to see that show up on the board, but really happy about it. And then in the finals, we had some mishaps, didn't perform how I would have liked to, but I walked away from the meet really grateful for a PR.
Can you talk about the impact that your outstanding sister has had on your career?
She's been a major inspiration for me. Like since young, I've always looked up to her. If you would have asked me at any age who my favorite athlete was, it was always my sister. And so, and also like I went to Kentucky for her. So she's really played a major role in my track career and where I am today.
All right. Your 6.98 meter PB in the long jump, very, very impressive. Is there a preference for any of those events, sprinting or long jumping for you at this time?
It all depends on the day. It all depends on the meet. I flip flop between the two right now. I think the long jump is my favorite right now.
Until you run 10:79, and then the 100 meters will become your favorite. Anthea, let's talk about that period where you considered walking away from the sport. Well, in fact, if you didn't walk away from the sport for a little while, talk to us about that period.
Yeah, so I quit, like, I gave up my scholarship my freshman year. I competed in maybe 3 indoor meets, and then I just decided, like, I felt like it wasn't for me. I wasn't competing well, training was hard. There was a lot going on in my life, especially like outside of track. And so I made up in my mind that maybe this just isn't for me and I'll just be a regular person.
And when you made that decision, what was the plan?
No clue. Was just gonna finish school, maybe move back home, work in my parents' pharmacy. I didn't really think of a long-term plan, but I just knew right then and there I was not doing track anymore.
And how the U-turn?
So yeah, I I was fine chilling, and then they had a home meet at Kentucky, and my sister was competing, so I went to watch, and sitting in the stands as a spectator, not being able to compete, like I was watching my former teammates compete, knowing that like I could have been there running those times with them, and I just like I I felt so strongly connected to it that I knew walking away was a bad decision.
That's amazing. And when you consider what you've done, 6.98 for the long jump, 10.87 for the 100 meters, the long jump performance, best by a Bahamian woman ever, the 100 performance, second best by a Bahamian woman ever. Are you surprised at how far you've come in such a short time? Well, relatively.
Well, I'm not too much surprised because I always knew that once I put in the work and did everything I was supposed to, that the results would show for it. So, not so much surprised, but like just excited about it, knowing that I put in all that work in the fall over these years. Yeah.
Are you comfortable with the contract now that's in front of you in terms of what you see yourself doing over the short term as well as the medium term?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? I guess I'm trying to know the details in terms of who you've signed with, because I don't think that has been released as yet.
um, so far, it's only been stated who I've signed with as agent wise. I have not came out and say who I've signed with company wise.
And that's going to be a secret until?
I'm just really waiting. I wanted to do a photo shoot in the gear. Like I felt like that would be cute. Nice little card launch.
Okay, so it's going to be a proper reveal in the coming days. All right, no problem. I understand that. What has support been like, though, back home? And how has that aided you in deciding that, you know what, I'm going to be a professional in this sport?
Well, are you talking about in terms of like
In terms of back home, government, from the association? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, they have put in place like different programs to help support professional athletes. So I had already applied for all of that. They had recommended my name for certain ones. So they were already putting stuff in place to support me in my professional career. So there's a lot of support back home.
Can you go into a little bit of detail just for us to understand the type of support you would receive, whether on an annual basis or on a weekly or monthly basis?
I'm not too certain about the exact details, but I think it's like a monthly, like they give you a monthly like stipend type of thing. Just like it's not an insane amount, but it's enough to, I mean, sustain some of the little things. Not too familiar with it, but I know it is, there is support there.
Yeah. Forgive Donald for going down that road, because we just did two pretty lengthy segments on Jamaican athletes who are switching allegiance to Turkey because the incentive financially has been irresistible for them. We know that in the Bahamas, track and field is big business. Your performances internationally at global championships, world championships, and Olympic Games have been, staggering, based on the size of your country. But you are suggesting, based on what you just said in your previous answer, that the local administrators and the government do what they can to help to support the athletes there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Can you talk to us quickly about your plans for this year? Because your nationals are coming up shortly, and I suspect that you have big plans for Tokyo in September.
Absolutely. So the rest of my season looks like just preparation for Worlds. So my next meet will be trials. Then I'm going to compete in NACAC and then Worlds. So 3 more meets left in the season. Just going to spend the rest of this time getting back into the rhythm, conditioning, preparing.
Yeah. No likelihood for any Diamond League appearances? Because there's money there.
As of right now, no.
Anthea, can you give us, I don't know if you're able to say this, what's the training situation going to be like now post university? We know, some athletes stay with their university coaches, others move on. What's the plan for you?
I intend on staying with my university coaches. They've done right by me. I have no reason to leave.
Okay, well, Anthea, again, we are admiring the work that you have done, as Ricardo had mentioned, achieving a lot in a short space of time. And at 21 years old, the sky's the limit for you. And as we said, you come from a country that is no stranger to producing world best athletes, certainly on the track. So we wish you all the best for your 2025 campaign, Anthea. And tell your sister Davine hi for us from the SportsMax Zone. We spoke to her a couple of months ago, and we also admire the work that she has done.
Yes, I got you. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, Anthea Charlton there, getting ready for the Bahamas Nationals later this month. And then, as she puts it, Ricardo and Donald, Worlds. Training and Worlds.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, that 100 long jump double for her. I can't wait to see what she produces on that stage, on the global stage. She is such a delight as well. Lance, you said that quality runs in the country, but it runs in the family even closer. And that must be special as well. And she spoke about the impact her sister has had. But that must be special where there is the potential to share a stage with a family member so close. So I really do wish her all the very best.
Yeah, we go to break. We have a lot more to come on the Sports